We have professional learning teams that meet weekly, actually, at Fair Oaks over their lunch hour. We also have extended time every trimester or so, where we take a half day with each team. So the teams that talk about the kinds of number talks that they're doing, some teams have been brave enough to practice number talks together, which I think is really powerful, to actually do a number talk as teacher and pretend students. A lot of teams feel like they don't have time to do that, but they bring pictures and examples of the kinds of number talks that they're doing with students and talk through what happened, how did students respond, and what they could do differently next time. I think you got your formative assessment data, which just comes from the actual number talk itself. So when teachers say what they've done, either on the smart board, recording student answers, taking pictures of the chart paper that they use, where they recorded student answers with student names attached, I think that's the best formative assessment that we've got. Really shows student progress, especially when you keep those saved, so you can see a student over a course of weeks and months and how their thinking is changing. And then, of course, we look for transfer of that knowledge on our unit tests to see if students are using that number sense knowledge to solve other problems. By recording student answers during a number talk, that data can be used for instruction just by looking at what the students are doing and thinking about what would the next step be. How can I stretch their thinking and determine what the next number talk is going to be for the next day or the next week. I think that's the best way to use number talks for instructional decision making. There's been a real richness to our PLC discussions when we've added number talks to those discussions. Just seeing the progress that students are making with their number sense is powerful. And it's not just about getting the right answer and moving through the standards as fast as you can. It's taking the time, starting where students are at, and progressing at their pace, and then really seeing results later in the year that we didn't expect. So we've seen our students move further, going slower with number talks in the beginning of the year. I think it's easy for teachers to make assumptions about kids and what they can't do based on some of the traditional tests that we give, especially at the beginning of the year, to gauge where we think students are starting from. Through number talks, we have been amazed at how much students actually bring to the table, and finding out where their strengths are, how they see math. And so it's been just a privilege to be able to work from that vantage point, to look at strengths versus looking at the things that they can't do.